Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
No, none taken.
That is right. None taken. I am East Moore. This is the Movie Moron podcast, and I am the Movie Moron.
It's-a me.
And then with us, as always, is Trevor Landreth, our practical co-host.
You number one. Woohoo!
Oh, that was
Aw.
so nice.
It was so nice.
I almost went with calling you Stinky, but
Oh,
I changed it.
thank
just
you.
to be nice to
So
you.
nice.
Mm-hmm. You're number
so
one.
nice.
And then with us, as always, is our all-time guest and my wife, Tristan.
Make my heart go bada bing, bada boom, bada ba.
Aw, that was cute.
Well, I guess it's a cute movie, so I guess we gotta
Yeah.
keep it all nice and cute. So yeah, if you guys read our description, we're doing the new Super Mario Bros. Movie starring Chris Pratt, Anna Taylor-Joy, Jack Black,
A plethora of
Yeah.
a stacked cast.
the dude from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Charlie Day. And you're gonna hear random Mario sounds as Tristan's picking up her mug that has
Sound
Tea?
effects.
Probably.
It is tea, yeah.
it is tea. But yeah, so that's what we're talking about today. So that's what we're gonna get into.
One of the Key and Peele guys is in this. Keegan-Michael Key.
Mm.
Yeah, he's Toad.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, this is a kids animated movie. Fun fact: it made the most money globally for a global box office for any animated movie ever,
Wow,
topping Frozen 2.
good.
Whoa.
And it's not a sequel
Into the unknown.
or Disney, so suck that, Disney.
Yeah, Disney.
Who
They're
is
gonna
this
get us
movie?
canceled.
Illumination.
Illumination.
Oh, right. I love them. They have such good movies.
They're like 50-50 for me.
Sing.
Sing's good.
Secret Life of Pets.
I haven't seen it.
Really?
So
Right.
good.
Well, it's actually pretty good.
It's so good.
Despicable Me.
Despicable Me.
The first one's good.
Yeah, the first one. I think the other two are fine. You hate Minions,
I hate Minions.
but the Despicable movies are
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
And there's a trailer for this that
Mhm.
started with the Despicable Me characters. I about text you saying, Trevor, we're getting another one.
Oh my
Congratulations.
I thought, yeah, I
and then
thought
it was
so too.
then it was like a play into their
Yeah.
new movie called Hibernation.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
No,
Migration.
Migrate, yeah.
Migration.
With the ducks.
The opposite, not bears.
No,
This is an open season.
geese.
Or not open
Are they
season.
geese?
They're
They're
ducks.
geese. No, they're geese. Are they?
I'm pretty sure they were ducks.
Geese migrate though.
Yeah, I think they were like the Canadian ducks
Mm.
with the ring around on the
Yeah,
necks.
it's like they look like ducks.
Mallards.
Mallards.
But
Yeah,
I was thinking of Over the Hedge,
I'm sure that they're gonna have a joke about this in that movie.
probably. Okay, but back on this movie. Yes, this movie. It's
So
gonna be so
it-
light for them to hear, and we're
it-
just gonna stop talking.
I'll just hold. I'll just hold it up.
If
No,
you're
it's okay.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you've seen it's anytime Trista picks up her cup, it makes a little Mario sound.
And it says "Game on."
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie. Critic scores right off the bat were awful. Started with a 55% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No way.
A lot of people, critic-wise, were disliking it. And then the audience score started coming out, and it opened at like a 98% on audience score. And then Letterboxd has it, I think, at a 3.7.
Mhm.
It's so good though.
Well, Tristan's letting it out of the bag early.
Sorry, it sucks.
Oh,
Okay, we're getting mixed
now
signals.
we won't know. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and just get into general thoughts.
Sweet.
This is first movie for Tristan's. Actually, no, that's wrong.
What?
Tristan's draft for movies this year.
Oh,
You actually took a John
yes.
Wick as well.
John Wick was mine,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So
and then I
your-
wasn't on the episode.
but your rating will still go through.
So I have to rate John Wick.
Mhm.
I should probably watch it again then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
We're also doing it off of first rating. So if you change your rating,
Doesn't count.
Okay.
and don't lie about your rating just to make your
I
things.
won't. I
We
won't
trust
do
in the
that.
integrity of this group that no one here is going to lie I mean, he had Dungeons and Dragons and put it at a 2.
Yeah, what are you
So
looking at me
Oh,
for?
He was a little too.
that's interesting.
Yeah, he was kind of undercut himself there.
Yep.
But he didn't like it, so that's his honest opinion.
I liked it. I don't like what they did with it.
Yeah, no. We have a whole episode where you can listen to him talk about that.
Right.
Came out late because there was a huge audio issue.
Really?
I mean, it came out late other than that, but
Oh, the episode. I thought you were talking about the movie. I'm like, that's weird.
no. But yeah, let's get into general thoughts on Mario.
Sure.
Super Mario Brother. Is that what
Mario.
I think it's
the Super Mario Bros. Movie?
Yeah.
It's a mouthful, but doesn't matter. Movie's out.
Because I think the original is just called the Mario Brothers, or maybe
Yeah,
it's just
Mario Bros.
Yeah, Mario Bros sounds right.
Yeah.
The original?
The live action
There's
one
a live action Mario
from
Bros.
the
movie.
80s.
It's
Oh,
supposed-
wait. I think I babysat some kids and they made me watch it.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think I also babysat those
yeah,
kids. Yeah.
I was supposed to say
Yep.
it's supposed to be like the worst movies of all time.
Oh,
No,
it's
it's
terrible.
bad.
It's so
Yeah.
bad.
It's really bad. But those kids loved it, man.
Yeah.
hey, kids love dumb things. So speaking of,
Yeah. Oh. I had a really great time with this. This is what I wanted Dungeons and Dragons to be. I wanted it to be a little more self-aware. I wanted it to give us more of what the gameplay would be like. There's several scenes in this where it's like,
so you wanted D&D to be Jumanji.
yeah, I
Where
would,
they're-
yes.
They're players
Hmm.
playing and then they turn into their characters.
Some not
The
not
players
not
play.
literally like that, but that feel. I wanted
Yeah.
more of that feel. I think that's a good way to put it.
Because that's what Jumanji does, and that's what this does. Because these are, I guess I don't want to spoil too much, but
Sure, yeah. But here's the thing with regarding the critic scores, I actually after we watched Dungeons and Dragons, I kind of took a hard look at myself and like, what are a movie? And like just try to like reevaluate my rating system a little bit, I guess. And I remember this book I read called Talking Pictures, and the point of it is it's about like critiquing movies.
It's right there.
And yeah, boom, yeah. And like the first thing in there that they talk about is like movies set out a goal, and then what you should rate them on totally is do they accomplish that goal, and then everything else comes afterward. And this is a video game movie. It is going to be self-aware. It's going to have video game elements to it. And I think they came up with a really solid movie that was equally appeasing to somebody that has played several of the Mario games while still giving us a cohesive story. There are a couple times where it's like, actually, I'm not even sure. A couple times where maybe plot points seem weak, but nothing's ever cheated. No, they don't cheat anything. The plot happens, and it's a story, and it's cohesive.
yeah, I think some things are a little weak to get us from scenarios to scenarios, but I think it was a creative like decision. Like, yeah, sure, we're kind of like forcing the hand of this situation to get us here.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to make this 2 hours and 10 minutes long.
And I think that was a saving grace that they made it only
Agreed.
90 minutes.
Agreed. So,
Yeah.
like, at the end of the day, there are a few things that I don't like that feel kind of rushed to get you to the thing. But I'm also like, I don't think I want another 10 minutes of this to make this feel more coherent and like real.
Yeah.
Because that's not the point. This is just supposed to be funny
Yeah.
and goofy.
And it's also
and feel like a video game.
yes.
And not just any like it feels like Mario.
Yeah.
Almost like a Mario Galaxy more than the rest, or maybe Mario 64. I think probably Mario 64 is probably the best feel, or I think it's the closest feel.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually
The castle looks a lot like.
I got more vibes from like the 2D games. I got a little bit more.
No,
and
I know
there's-
that's what they were shooting for.
Yeah. And there's also like there's little things like there's the Donkey Kong rap is in this, which is fantastic. Actually the composer Grant Kirkhope, he was also the composer on Banjo-Kazooie games. And if you like I mean, his music is good.
Oh,
Grant
nice.
Kirkhope stuff. Yeah, check it out if you can. And yeah, he actually made a tweet. He was like, if you'd have told me back in 1996 when Donkey Kong 64 came out and told me that the Donkey Kong rap was going to be in a movie, I would not have believed you. So, yeah, and there's a Super Smash Brothers call back in there a little bit. The original voice of Mario is in this. He's playing Jumpman, the arcade cabinet, so you actually do get to see the Donkey Kong Jumpman game.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Jumpman.
But no, man, I had a really great time with this, and I think I think that's what you're supposed to do. I think you're supposed to go in this. If you like the games, you're gonna have a good time, and even if you haven't played a game, you could watch this, and I think this is still gonna be really fun for you.
Yeah, and it's this. Don't get anybody wrong though. This is tailored more towards a younger audience.
Yeah.
Not a detriment as adults,
No.
but it is definitely like that's the kind of level of humor, entertainment, whatever. Although there is a specific character that is extremely, I don't want to say adult themed as in like sexual or anything, but a nihilist character that's very,
Oh.
And
that's way over kids' heads, and they're not going to understand what that is.
I
And
think
that,
it's funny.
yeah,
And I haven't played that game that he's from.
is that
the-
Sunshine?
No, it's Galaxy.
Oh, that is
Super Mario-
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I assume that's just
Him.
maybe the way he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
But
no
yeah,
idea.
he was humorous. I liked seeing him.
I didn't play a lot of Mario games growing up. I played 64 like a ton because 64 was my first console. So
Yeah.
like
64 is great.
yeah, like Pokemon Arena,
Mhm.
Mario 64, Pod Racers,
Oh yeah.
and a few other games. There was a Jedi Starfighter game that I played as well. There was I had a few games. So like Mario 64 was the one like long-winded story game. So I beat it like 20 times. But other than that, it was just like random. Like Game Boy is really the first time I started playing Mario, like the 2D platformer ones.
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance had some of the original ones
Yeah, they did the
put on.
the ports.
Yeah, ported to Game Boy Advance. So I
Yeah.
think I played a few of the originals on that too.
Nice.
Anyways, I don't know where my point was. I completely forgot.
It's okay.
Tristan, what were your thoughts?
I really liked it. I would say I thoroughly enjoyed it. That was super fun.
Did you fall asleep?
And I did fall asleep, unfortunately. I was trying literally so hard not to. To be fair, I usually sleep on Sundays. Like a nap.
Yeah, and she didn't
No,
nap.
Sure.
And
I
I,
don't know
didn't
why,
nap at all. You don't know why I didn't nap?
Yeah, we had a good 40 minutes before lunch. I thought you were going to nap, and then
You should have reminded me. I didn't
Oh.
think about it.
my bad.
And then we got done with food, and I'm like, oh, no. Anyway, I was trying really hard, and I don't think I slept for very long, although there are some holes in the story, so I think I need a little information later.
Yeah.
But,
I'm sure it's not too important.
I mean, I think it was, like the big finale stuff. Anyway,
Wait, are you like? Never mind. I guess I don't want to spoil anything. But
yeah, I was trying so hard to think of Anya
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yes,
Yeah.
of her name, and I kept thinking of Ana de Armas,
Oh.
and I was like, I know that's not right.
That's
I
funny,
can't
though.
think of her name.
Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya?
Anya.
Yeah.
Because then Ana de Armas is just ANA.
Anyway, I could picture her in my head, but I could not think of her name for the life
Picture
of
those
me.
cheekbones that could cut a steak. She's got some
Yeah.
she's just got very high cheekbones. And
Yes.
she's her face is very sculpted.
Yeah, I was picturing
beautiful.
other parts, but Easton's gonna get mad at me if I say something about it. So
Oh.
anyway, yeah, I loved her as Princess Peach. I honestly I was a little nervous about Jack Black being Bowser because his voice is so high.
Yeah, sorry,
know?
I didn't mean to cut you off. I actually saw a TikTok today about him talking about that role. And before he would go in, he talked about the vocal exercises he would do to get his voice down to where it needed to be for Bowser. Yeah, which is more than we can say for Chris Pratt. Just being, I will say though, it was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. In terms with especially with we find out some backstory about where Mario is from. And I think people know, but we'll save it for spoiler anyway.
Yeah.
I think knowing that helped, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't believe we haven't talked about Seth Rogen being
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, and I personally don't care for Seth Rogen like at all, but this was a perfect voice casting for him.
I liked it.
I don't mind him.
I don't.
I liked him as Donkey. We're not talking about him. We're talking about him being Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't mind Seth Rogen in general, and I also Donkey. I thought he was good as Donkey Kong as well. Yeah. I thought all the casting was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was looking something up while you guys were talking about Chris Pratt.
Oh, and the guy that plays Cranky Kong is amazing.
Yeah.
That was it was all such good voice casting.
I think yes, Mario and Luigi weren't like super Italian. They were very Americanized.
Charlie Day does a pretty good job though
but I think they also explained it in the movie.
That's what Trevor's
okay.
saying.
So like I'm not as mad about it, but I'm totally cool with people being upset that the original Mario voice wasn't Mario. Because I think he would have he probably could have been able to do it.
Yeah. He's also old though. He's he's up there. And I mean,
of course they want star
and
power
that does
too.
change your voice to age.
Yeah.
Well, he still does it for all the games, I think.
I don't know if he does anymore.
Oh, okay.
But
Never
also
mind.
like
that's fine.
Okay.
All in all, I'm cool with it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Toad was great. I don't know who Toad was.
That was Keegan Michael Key.
Oh, that's who that was?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, that character was just good in general too.
Mm-hmm.
Really, there were almost every character had its own spot to shine. The only thing I do not like was Luigi. How they did Luigi pretty bad. They
really leaned into the whole.
He's a little scaredy cat.
Yeah, and I was
boy. And
I know because you love Luigi.
I love Luigi. He's my boy.
I was really hoping, and I thought I saw some promotional material, but maybe I just made that up or saw something else. I thought we were going to get a Luigi's Mansion callback in this, or some kind of Luigi's Mansion thing. When he shows up in a land. He gets separated from Mario, which I mean, obviously. But the land he was in is like dark, and there's a bunch of like dead trees, and I was like, oh. He's going to have his own little Luigi's Haunted Mansion adventure.
I think it was supposed to be a call to it, but it wasn't it.
Yeah.
What I think they probably should have done is left all of that a mystery, and he just shows up at Bowser's.
Oh.
So I'll get into like really what that means and spoiler stuff, but you could have just had like no explanation, and then they could have done a separate one-off movie of Luigi's Mansion where he's in this place and like it shows what happened to Luigi while he was away from Mario.
Yeah.
And that might also explain how he gets some courage for later on in the movie.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And I thought that would have been really dope. That's not the way that they went. So it's all right. You just need to hire me.
I was a little nervous when I didn't realize Illumination was doing this, but I think that was the right call by Nintendo to hand off these properties to a different company that has had, I mean, overall, whether I like the properties or not, they're successful and all of their stuff makes money for the most part.
Yeah, and their animation style fits, I think, this property specifically very well. I think if you were going to do like a Zelda, DreamWorks would be much better for that. Yeah. Because DreamWorks is more of a realistic, artistic style of stuff where they have different movies have different styles to them, like the Bad Guys, and The Last Wish, like had two kind of different artistic styles to them that like one a little, I don't know, just different.
Yeah,
and they've had other DreamWorks in the past, like of course, How to Train a Dragon, which is more standard like stuff. So they just have different styles. Who does across? I guess it's just Marvel, but
Who does what?
Across the Spider-Verse. That's just Marvel, but
There's
gotta
Sony.
be.
That is
that is
Sony.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, Sony's another one that's got good. But anyways, my point is, Mario works really well for this animation style, so it's makes a lot of sense that they picked Illumination. Whereas if they were doing a Zelda or a I don't know what's another property they do 1,000 times. Oh, Fox. If they were doing like a Fox,
Oh, Star Fox.
yeah, Star Fox, that would be great for DreamWorks. But
I'm not sure who's doing. I don't remember who's doing Sonic right now.
I think that's Sony.
It might be Sony. Yeah, I think so too.
But that's a live action mix,
Yeah.
which are fine. They
Yes.
make money, I guess.
Yeah, I remember enjoying the Sonic movies.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
I think never mind. That's neither here nor there. I think we have a Sonic 2 episode on here. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
I just
flip
didn't
back
know
to
who.
that.
Sometimes not everyone's on it.
Yeah.
We did talk about it, I'm pretty sure.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you have any more general thoughts, Tristan?
I don't think so.
Obviously the soundtrack is utilized really well in this. There are a couple of reorchestrations, which I thought, that's always hard to do.
Yeah.
To capture, there's a moment where Mario and Luigi get a hold of a star, and you
Yes,
get
I agree.
the and I'm glad they they didn't use that theme, which was good. But there's some other stuff, like we get the like airy, your like platform from Super Mario 3. Anyway, it was well done. I appreciated what they did with that stuff.
I agree. For the most part, yes, it was all really well integrated with, we're making a movie, things have to be in different ways. You're not looping music.
Right.
Stuff like that. But I do wish the Star song had more of like the major notes.
Some more presence.
Yeah. Because it felt like it had a hint, but like, it was just
this,
it's the
rockin' punk kind of thing.
But them having the star is the scene.
Yeah.
So I think having that classic really in there instead of just a slight
That
undertone
music
would be a
always
little
makes
bit
me
better.
anxious.
Oh yeah.
I have to get as far as I can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you only have it for like 2 seconds.
I know. That's why it stresses me out. When
And then
I
at the
hear
end,
it
it goes like meh, 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 meh. And then it goes out.
If you want to hear some other great Mario music of
we're
people
good.
redoing stuff, I'm gonna tell you anyway. There's a video on YouTube by the Super Soul Brothers band, and they redid Bob on Battlefield. It's so good.
Yeah.
They do a really good job. And then there's some other, people always are remaking that stuff. There's a relaxing Super Mario jazz covers, which is really good. And anyway, but yeah, so it feels like that. They did a good job with it.
Yeah. I guess I've kind of been talking about some of my general thoughts throughout the thing, but
we know.
am I not supposed to pitch in? I can jump in whenever I want to, Tristan.
You can do whatever you want, actually.
I mean, technically anybody can. I just may not have
And
them
then
on
we
again.
would never. Yeah. Oh.
See? Oh no. Okay. That was a short one. But no, I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a great kids movie while also being just fun and enjoying. I like the way that they meshed the worlds of a game in a real world. I think it you had to have some imaginative leaps for sure, and know that you're in a movie that's in a fantasy world, whatever, to kind of get there. But all in all, that was it was all pretty. The integration was done, at least. It didn't feel like it was just dumb, poor writing. It felt like it was thought out, and it had a good integration. Like I said, I think it may have sped through some things just to kind of get us to the places, but I'm not mad about it because of it had a tight run time that felt like it was correctly paced.
Paced.
Yeah, so the pacing was really good. The integration of not only kind of what we talked about of like game elements of platform running and those such things, also just the integration of just little cameos of different characters that are throughout the Mario universe.
Diddy Kong.
Yeah, Diddy Kong. You do have King Bob-omb in this. You've got King Boo.
King Boo's in it, yeah.
And you've just got more of, like, you've just got these, and they're not major They're just there.
Yeah.
Showing like how the evils like all connected somehow. Like they're friends. In the games, you're just going through these worlds, and I mean there might be some connection in some of the games, but really you're just defeating bosses and going on. You know, it shows that they all are kind of connected, and whether they like each other or not, who knows? But they're at least connected.
Hate you.
Yeah, they all hate you. So I thought that was really cool, and I liked that a lot. And I liked how they integrated the power ups. I thought was really smart.
Yes, I agree.
That was something how I didn't know how that was going to go, but
they slide, all of them except for the power or the fire. Sorry, they slide. You hit them, and then they start to go, and you have to go so fast.
Oh,
and
to
I
grab
was
it.
yes, I was a little sad that I just caught it, now I eat it.
Yeah.
No, that escapes from you, and you lose it forever. And then you have to wait till you get another one, and then you have to stand in the correct spot. Sorry. I have been hurt many times
from Mario.
by that.
Tristan's
That specific thing.
this whole movie was a traumatic
You
experience
have
for her.
you push up, you have to figure out which side it's going to land on.
If you want to go see real traumatic Mario play, go watch Video Game Donkey's Mario Maker videos.
Yikes.
I showed you them.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
that Screamy guy?
No.
Oh, good.
I'm sure he has some good ones too. You made me lose a little bit of my train of thought. I do like the I don't know how I feel about the kart racing stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was cool. The scene of how they get their carts was really dope.
It's really dope.
Mhm.
Yes.
The thing that I don't like, I guess I'll get into more, but there was just some stuff there that it was a good 10 minutes or whatever, I think, of the film. And I'm glad that they had it, but I don't like some aspects of it. But maybe that's just more nitpicky. But overall, really enjoyed it. A lot of fun. Would definitely watch again on, just some night when it's 1:30 and I'm like, all right, let's finish a few more cocktails and pass out on the couch.
AM.
Throw on
You mean it's
some-
1:30 a.m.
Yes.
for people listening.
Yeah, would definitely watch this again.
I like the reimagination of some aspects, like Blue Shell gets a little bit of a twist to that, which is cool.
Really, all the Mario Kart stuff gets some sort of reimagining to it. Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, yeah. All of it gets reimagined, and it all fits well for the universe that they created. So
Yes. Cool.
yeah, how they just the scene where they first go to
Bespin.
wrong
movie.
Toad Mushroom Kingdom. Just them running up the kingdom, I thought was a great first impression of the world.
Anytime I see that scene where Mario's following Toad across those mushroom caps, I just think of Chris Pratt's first trailer where he's just like, let's a go or something like that. It makes me laugh every time.
Yeah. Okay, you guys got anything else you guys want to?
No.
Okay, recommendations?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I also absolutely recommend. So, that's 3 recommendations. Go watch Super Mario Brothers. Go watch it. Go bring your kids and watch it, or go to a date night and watch.
Or just go by yourself.
Or go by yourself.
At 10:15 like I did.
In the morning.
Yeah, in the morning. And watch it with a bunch of children.
I was about to say.
There was a really sweet moment though that we'll talk about in the spoiler. It includes a spoiler, and so I want to talk about that. Some audience stuff that was happening.
Yeah. There was only one real audience thing that happened, and it was for the end credit scene, and it was weird.
It was weird.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that's it. We're going to take a short little break, but we're going to get into spoilers right after this. So, yeah. All right, we're back.
We're back. We're back.
I was like, maybe I should have found a soundbite that had him saying something about being back. Well, okay, there you go.
I'm
There's your
back.
My last one.
soundbite. Okay, so yeah, now we're going to get into spoilers.
Spoilies.
Not that it matters too much. Probably won't take too long, but we're going to talk about all the spoiler stuff. Does anyone have anything they want to start with, or should I start off?
let's talk about this cute child. So there's Yoshi's in the movie for a minute, for a scene.
second.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just one scene.
and then there is a
Baby Mario and the baby Luigi.
that was pretty good addition.
Yeah, I like the babies.
There, then at the end you
Don't take that
find
out
there
of
was a
context.
Yoshi egg left behind in the real world. There's an end credit, and this kid,
You're
That's
skipping
where-
all the way to the end.
That's where our weird thing happened
this
too.
kid was all about the Yoshis, and like there was a moment where, you know, I don't remember what was happening. They were trying to figure out what to do, and the kid like goes, "Go get the Yoshis!" And then, like when the scene happened, when they saw the horde of them, he was like, "Yeah!" He was just so excited. And then this kid, when you see the egg, just like hit the happy noises coming from this kid it was very cute.
Yeah.
The whole experience was very just like so positive and full of love and full of just like innocent. Like it was a really great theater experience for me.
Well, the same thing that happened to you with the egg at the end happened to us, but it was a 29-year-old man.
And he went, "I love Yoshi!"
Yeah.
And then the little kid in front of us said, "Hey, I do too."
I love that. That's so good.
So it was very strange.
It was just weird
Yeah.
because it was a grown adult screaming how much he loved Yoshi.
Like literally so loud.
Yeah.
I also saw a teenager or young adult suited up for this movie. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen some weird odd like there I saw one of a guy that was dressed as Mario, and like before the movie started, he got up in front of everybody and did a whole little like act. And I was like, he was like, "Are you all ready for the movie?" And I was like, "Bro, you're like, sit down. This is weird." I understand you're excited. Keep it to a minimum.
some people have some social anxiety, not social anxiety, they're socially awkward. There you go. That's the word.
That's the word.
They don't know how to handle their excitement. I'm trying to get it out of the way so it doesn't pull your head again. Okay, well, what I was going to say was the integration of going into Super Mario World was what happened fairly quickly, and they didn't take much time to like do like they were just there and they were just cool with it.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm in this magical land and I have magical powers and there are things that are happening." Okay. Like, and then at the very end, Bowser's
Let's
castle,
go.
yeah, Bowser's castle just plops into Brooklyn
Yeah.
and they quote unquote save the day, and everyone's just like, "Cool!" Not like, "What the hell is happening right now?" Yeah. So those were the quick like just oversights, but I like at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal because it's like why spend the I think that was the thing, like why spend the time trying to make it like they're supposed to be real humans and that's supposed to be real life Brooklyn, but like
Yeah.
why try to mesh it into feeling more real than because it's not real. So I guess why try?
I missed when
You missed
When
Bowser's castle flying into. Yeah, I also don't know how much I love the flying Bowser's castle in general.
It's just a thing. It's
Yeah,
a
I know.
video game thing.
I know. I know one of the ones I played. There's a flying ship.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that
Oh,
was
yeah.
a movie thing they did to make it like an island, like a floating island.
Mhm.
Yeah, rather than a ship.
It's not bad. I just kind of
Yeah.
like Bowser's castle, and I thought we were going to get like a Mario going through Mario's castle or Bowser's castle to save Peach,
Mhm.
and it was just him and Donkey flying out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So there wasn't like him going through all the obstacles to get through it, which was what I was expecting and kind of would have liked.
Yeah.
To have in the end.
That's fair.
But didn't get. But that's a small nitpick.
You know what they did show an understanding for? Falling off of Rainbow Road.
For real.
Because
Oh,
that
Excuse me, but there's supposed to be a Goomba that comes and picks you up and puts you back on the island.
Oh,
yeah.
Lakitu.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't remember what it was called. That was one thing I didn't. I wanted
forgot
them.
about that guy.
I wanted them to have that.
Yeah.
So when they fell off, that they got picked back up, and they had them picked up and then put in jail. But that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I was dozing off when they got put in jail, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm glad they understood the frustration
So
of
I
Rainbow Road.
mainly didn't like that the fact that when they fell off, like I thought that would have been cool to kind of show like there's just these beings that exist just to pick up carts and put them back on the road if you fall off.
I like that was the shortcut. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to be in their pipe.
Yeah.
And then it was Rainbow Road. I was like, that's pretty dope.
We won't get into how Bowser's people just showed up on there.
Yeah.
And how not strong Kong's army was.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong. The
Yeah,
Donkey
they get
Kong Island.
taken out pretty quick.
Yeah, and how.
Well, they all
That-
just get picked up, don't they?
Yeah, that's like after. That's probably supposed to be like
I'm
after
like,
their.
"You're monkeys."
Yeah, because they blow up the bridge and then the army stops.
Yeah, and then they
that's
just.
when they get
But
home.
but
Yeah.
still, there was no fight back.
Yeah, right.
And so, you're not supposed to do that in movies. Have a whole entire arc that does nothing, and that's kind of what that was. I guess that was just to get Donkey Kong with Mario.
Yeah.
But
Let them have a moment.
but still, and I mean, it was. I guess the fight was cool.
Yeah. It's
But-
very Mad Max.
The fight.
Yeah. Just with like these carts that look like they're just
No, I
thrown
meant
to-
Donkey Kong versus Mario.
Oh, no. I meant sorry, I meant Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
It was very like Mad Maxy.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, and Toad showing up in that badass
monster truck.
Yeah, monster truck.
Yeah.
I loved that they put Peach on a motorcycle because I always play Peach and I always put her on a motorcycle.
No, I agree. I thought it was really cool that she had her badass motorcycle, and I thought it was good that Mario had his standard
Just a
cart.
straight up cart.
Yeah, because he's kind of a middling of the road
Yeah.
character.
Well,
I
That's-
liked how
he's all the-
agile he was, though.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
do think there was a continuity error of why he didn't just always travel around with a mushroom.
Mm.
Like,
Mhm.
why, like,
Oh, why won't you take it with you?
or,
Yeah.
but you don't really have to take one with you, but why didn't you eat one before you left?
Yeah. That's fair.
Because Peach always has her strength. Peach.
What's her
She-
strength?
She says that in this world you get like strength, and that's why she's able to do that circuit thing, is because she has the strength from like a mushroom. And then Mario does the course a billion times eating the mushroom and then finally succeeds or almost succeeds,
Yeah.
and then doesn't take a mushroom before they leave for their adventure. But she obviously is. Like, she's not.
They're not condoning drug use.
Well, Trolls
Excessive.
is.
Trolls. Oh, yeah, that's so weird. Okay, we're talking
Oh,
about
well,
Mario.
Drinking and throwing up and
I'm excited for
about
the sequel,
drugs.
though.
We're talking about Mario.
Yeah, we are. You're right.
anyways, that was just like that would have been an easy thing to just do.
Yeah.
Like they made it a point of Peach always having the strength because of these mushrooms. Why, like,
Maybe the world has created a storage in her system.
And I guess like when I watch, you hit a question block in a game, and the mushroom only, like, if you followed a mushroom and didn't pick it up, it will eventually disappear.
yeah.
No,
I just mean, why didn't he take one before the adventure? Not
Like
Because-
each
Fair.
one.
because
right?
if
Yeah.
you're playing the game, if you have
Yeah.
a mushroom when you beat the level, the next level you still are fully sized.
Yeah.
So like, why didn't he just do that? That
Yeah.
would have been a part.
Good
Like, that also would have been a cool thing with the game, and it didn't make sense that Peach was and
Mhm.
Mario wasn't, other than the fact that maybe they just liked him being small.
I don't know that Peach took one.
Peach isn't small like Mario. Mario's just short, I
Yeah.
thought.
But I think she's that tall because she has
No, she's always been taller than him.
that much taller.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so.
Okay, well, if we're going off of game
Okay.
logic,
That's fine.
Super Mario Maker callback, though, or not callback, but Super Mario Maker nod in that scene with the thing that he makes. I've actually seen some people already redo that
Of course.
course on Super Mario Maker.
It'd be really easy on Super Mario.
Yeah.
But like easy to pass is what I'm saying.
Right.
It wasn't a super hard Mario level,
Yes.
especially for Mario Maker. People make some insane things on that game.
For
Oh
real.
wait, I think I did hear of that.
You did hear of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the marriage between Bowser and
Peach.
Peach was a little odd. They were really
Like that was his goal, or the marriage in general.
that was his goal. It's kind of teetering on some really not kid appropriate themes.
That's his goal in some of the games, though.
Yeah.
is to
I thought it
marry
was
her.
funny.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it doesn't. I mean, maybe they're kids, so they don't understand the implications of that. But
Oh, are you talking about like they would do the do?
yeah, it's very rapey feels.
Oh, that never came across my mind in this.
Feels.
I didn't think of that either.
Yeah.
That it just feels like a
It seems
rapey.
logical though.
It feels like a rapey vibe. I'm gonna make you my wife, or I'm gonna kill everyone that you know.
Yeah.
So what? And
But
any
That's
other
what
sense,
bad guys do.
Yeah, and that's like not untypical of kid movies. The bad guy wants to marry the princess or whatever, and then
Yeah.
he's like, "Hey, if you don't do this, then I'm gonna like destroy your kingdom."
Just like in
Well,
Beetlejuice.
I guess I don't remember those specifically, but if they're there, it's all still rapey to me, and it feels weird for a kid's storyline.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I mean, it ended up like you got the cool scene out of it in the end. Don't get me wrong, because that's how you get all of the different villains together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you get Peach getting the ice.
The ice power.
Yeah, the ice power and doing that. Although her ice power things are way stronger than what you get in the game. Okay, I could not just freeze Bowser.
I really dug how much agency Peach has in this movie.
Agency.
Yeah, like she gets to do what she wants, and she's not at the mercy of she's not a damsel in distress.
Yeah.
She, we get
She's not in the games either, though, is she?
No, not really. I mean, you're usually saving her, but I dig that because there's like little boys and girls alike are going to go see this movie, and both Mario and Peach both exhibit courage and strength and overcoming, and I think that's really cool that they kind of took that route. And it never felt because she's strong from the beginning. I never felt like they're doing it just because she's Peach or just because she's a girl.
Well,
Was Daisy in this?
no.
That's
another thing that is another small quarrel I have with it is you do have another Mary Sue character. With Peach.
Mary Sue.
It just means a woman character that you have in the movie that just always succeeds. She's always strong enough to do whatever she needs to do, and she always
I don't
wins.
really get that overarching vibe though.
Because the only time she quote unquote loses is at the very end when Mario and Luigi get the star and do that, because she does the trial in one time. She said that the first time she tried the trial, she did it in one time.
Yeah.
She does perfectly fine throughout the race and doesn't have any issue. I mean, I'm just saying it's not like this movie is the worst proponent of that trope. I'm just saying it is a trope that's plaguing Hollywood, and this is another one where it's still there, but it's nowhere near as bad as it could be. And it's fine.
I don't know. I never got those vibes because she also gets hurt when she has the ice flower. Or when she has the ice power, she gets hurt and she can't recover from that.
I also think I didn't get that because she's not arrogant about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like like Captain Marvel or like those
Ray.
type of they're like they always seem kind of arrogant.
Yeah.
Like of course I didn't
Or what's
fail or like
Katniss Everdeen?
just like
No, yeah, you're totally right.
Whatever.
That's
but she
that's
wasn't
a
like that, so I didn't.
it's a common thing to when you create a character like that who's a woman that you don't want to fail, that she has to put on this
persona.
well, and they try to say confidence. She's confident in what she can do in her ability, so she doesn't think that she can lose, and she can't lose. But no, Peach does not have that for sure. She's extremely supportive to Mario throughout.
I love her.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like Peach overall. I was just saying that is a small quorum, and it's not really specific to this movie. I just see some of that underlying tone just because it's a
Sure.
Hollywood movie, and it's been done a lot over the last 10 years. But yeah, definitely not a bad. I was much more upset with how they treated Luigi. How you butchered my boy.
Look what they've done to my boy.
Yeah. He did totally redeem himself, but
I cried when that happened. Yeah.
Okay, I missed it. I'm so sorry.
Bowser's spouting flame at Mario, and you
Mhm.
think he's going to get got. And I assumed he got the star.
so did I.
Yeah, but then you see, rather than him getting the star to overcome it, Luigi is there with a sewer drain lid, and he's preventing Mario from getting hurt by the flame.
Which I thought was, that was dope.
We get a Pauline reference in this, which is cool. Pauline's the girl in the commercial. She's from the Jumpman games.
None of that made any sense to me.
Me either, really.
The people get it.
I do think the slight
they?
Donkey Kong reference was cool. He was throwing the barrels off onto the ledge, because those ledges are also the same ledges you have in those DK games.
Yeah.
I played those a bunch as a kid.
Yeah.
So that was a cool, like, it wasn't like a legit reference, but it was close. I did think that they were going to have more of an actual Super Mario Smash Bros. Like reference.
Yeah.
And that wasn't there, but it was like, I figured the DK fight was like a perfect spot for it.
Yeah. Well, and I think that it kind of is, just because they're fighting.
Yeah.
But, and DK does slap him around a little bit and in the beginning.
Yeah.
And that I absolutely got some, talking to you, Talon, if you ever listen to this, I got some horrid flashbacks to when DK does. Yeah, exactly. Does the slap the ground thing.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I mean, he does it you can do it almost forever. So.
Yeah, and it's almost impossible to like.
Well, it's just once you get to a certain health, your character will start getting higher and higher, and after a certain point, you can.
Oh, and then he does do
a
a final smash. He hits him and he flies way up high in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't knock him out though.
Nope, he comes back. Yeah,
I do think that he killed him really fast once he became a cat, but
which I mean, I don't remember what the cat. I think the cat suit might be from some of the new games.
it is.
We did get the raccoon suit though, and that was pretty dope.
Yeah, Raccoon's been around for a long time.
Yeah, since
I feel like the cat suit either came out in the Wii one or the Wii U.
You're right. Yeah, I think it was one of those.
And I don't remember what it does.
Heck,
So maybe you can just climb up walls. I don't know.
maybe. Yeah.
But I really don't know. I don't remember at all. I don't think it was in the Wii one, because I beat the Wii one.
Yeah.
Because you could play that with 4 players.
And
that was when I was in high school.
Trample over each other.
Yeah.
Those last levels. Yeah, we did the same thing.
Yeah. It was a great 4-player fun game to play.
Yes, absolutely.
That and Mario Party Wii was good too.
This is another one of those movies that like older people
He likes it.
no, he doesn't.
Oh,
Older
okay.
people like us and older grew up playing Mario, and so this is like nostalgic for them.
Yeah.
And then it's like a perfect kids movie, and so
And
kids enjoy it too.
yeah, and it might get them to play. I mean, I think that's kind of the goal. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Nintendo's been dying for
Younger
a bit.
audience.
And I think they want to.
I love that meme of it says it had. I saw a meme that had the Sonic and Sonic 2 box office numbers.
I sent it to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then the Joker slides off the money. Where's the Italian?
Yes, I sent that to you.
So good.
It was a TikTok.
Yes.
It was pretty good. Well, do you guys got anything else on this? I think it's pretty tight. I think the Bowser fight was pretty good. I love that they grabbed his tail and spun him around. That's a classic Mario finisher.
Jack Black is great in this, man. Like,
He did not sound like Jack Black right off the bat.
No.
He does a
That's what I'm
great
saying.
job.
I was worried that he would,
Just
but he did amazing.
he did a
thought.
great job of
Yeah.
really
really
lowering
great.
his voice and being menacing.
yeah.
And this movie does have some pretty creepy moments
Mhm.
and is pretty menacing.
He turns a Koopa into one of the little skeleton Koopas.
Yeah.
That was
Dry
rough.
bones.
Yeah, dry bones. That's what they're called. Yeah.
Dry bones are my favorite.
Yes. I'm glad they had some of these sound bites already, like in the back pocket. Like Luigi hits one of the dry bones and they do the
Yeah.
like a little sound effect. I was like, oh, the nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's there. But
Yeah. Although he should have just been jumping all on all their heads. It would have just been falling.
right, yeah. We get like an old school castle. That was kind of cool. It looked like
Yeah.
a Super Mario 3 castle that
Yeah.
was, oh, the Shy Guys scared me, man. When they first show up
Dude.
at that lightning strike, I was like, ha!
I thought it was going to be the ghosts.
Yeah.
So I was expecting something, but not Shy Guys. The Shy Guy in the gas mask was a little much, bro.
Yeah. Although I think that's from 2.
Okay.
Because they had
I didn't-
different masks in 2.
Gotcha.
And yeah, it's just weird. Even in the game, you're
Okay.
like, are you different? Like,
I was just like, this is giving me some heavy World War II mustard gas
Right.
vibes right now.
right.
I guess lastly, I'll say, did you guys like the overly nihilist guy? Was that a funny bit for you? Do you think it was too much?
It was a funny bit for me.
I thought it was a pretty good bit too. I do think that now it might be overused.
Oh, sure.
Maybe not by Super Mario, but I feel like anytime a good bit gets introduced, it gets overused. Like Deadpool is
Mhm.
one that I'm thinking of. Deadpool came in, it was the fourth wall, kind of
Yeah.
slapstick, stupid, adult humor.
Mhm.
And then now there's been a bunch of people that try to kind of mimic it, and it kind of falls flat.
I feel like also because didn't you say that character is kind of like that?
We don't know.
I don't know, but that character being in this movie confirms that there is a Rosalina character, most likely.
That's
Super
true.
Mario
Yeah,
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I only know her from
Mario Kart.
No,
Super
Smash Bros.
Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Rosalina's in that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the star is.
And so is the star. Yeah.
I don't remember the star being
I-
a nihilist, but
I
maybe it's just the star when he's not with Rosalina.
Yeah.
Gets super
Maybe.
depressed.
That
and
was
nihilist.
kind of cool, actually.
I also thought it was hilarious. He didn't have to be in the cage.
no, yeah.
He was
could-
outside the
I
cage
know.
half the time.
I know.
Yeah.
that made it better, right?
Yeah. I like the penguins. The voice actors for the penguins were good.
Yeah. I do think it kind of stinks the first scene was dropped in the first look.
Oh yeah.
That whole first scene was also like the first thing you get of the movie is something you've already seen on
Seen in the
YouTube.
trailer, yeah.
So
Yeah, that was lame.
you hadn't probably seen it, so it doesn't matter to you. But like that whole entire scene from start to finish of Bowser taking over the castle, except for him grabbing the star. You see him melt the castle, and then it's
Oh.
over.
I loved that Mario hated mushrooms in
Yeah.
this. I thought that was
Yeah.
such a
It
clever.
was a good bit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely.
I agree.
And to set it up in the real world with the spaghetti
Mm-hmm.
was good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
and I
the
think
first time I saw that, I was like, "What? He doesn't like mushrooms? He's gonna have to eat a lot of mushrooms."
I really, I think in the Mario like lore from game 1, like on the NES, I think he is from Brooklyn. And I think it is like he just finds a magic pipe or whatever and slides down it. I really dug all the water main stuff. I thought that was really fun.
Yeah.
And then that he fails and they find the little sewer system or
Yeah.
whatever. And New York is like that, man. If you like walking, I remember you walk over grates in the sidewalk and you look down and you're looking like 3 stories down. Like the sewer system for New York City is wild.
Hmm.
It's so deep.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Great.
Last thing, I kind of already said it, but Mushroom City I thought was dope. The entire aesthetic of them walking through was great. The grabbing the coins and them getting tired.
The antique shop.
The
is kind of
antique
fun.
shop was really cool for
Yeah.
Mario Party.
Mhm.
And then just how he jumps up and like how they maneuver all the way up the thing. Toad's character was great and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else?
I think I'm
Ratings.
good, man.
You got anything else? Ratings.
I when I first watched this, I put it a 4. It might be a 3.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna stick with 4 for now.
You can say 375.
No,
You
I can't.
Can say 375.
You can say 350 or 350.
I'm
3.5.
surprised. I've dropped some 0.5s recently or like half stars, and you guys haven't said anything.
That's because it's welcome. We don't have to make a big deal out of it. You do you.
I've never felt more safe in a space than I do right now.
You're welcome.
I feel like I'm in therapy all of a sudden.
Well,
You're also welcome.
I am on the couch. Should I lay down?
No.
Oh.
Okay. I kind of want to say 5, but I'm not because I missed some things. So I'm going to say 475.
She's definitely just doing this because she picked the movie at the beginning of the year.
No,
but,
I'm not. You want me to change
Um,
it? I'm not going to because it's real.
Okay. 375 locked in.
Excuse me, 475.
Oh, 475 locked in.
I'll say 4.5.
Are you gonna
I'm
say
changing
4.5?
it. 4.5.
Okay, we're locking in 4.5.
Mm-hmm. Locked
Okay.
in.
All right, final answer.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's a 4. Super solid. Liked it all the way through. So yeah, good enough to put up to a 4. I think it was between a 3.5 and 4, but I think 4 is pretty solid. Letterboxd critic nerd butts are having this at like 2s and 3s
Mhm.
Why?
because they're critic dumpleberries.
Dumb.
That's why we're
Dinkleberry?
that's why we're the movie moron and used to be couch critics, because we're not stupid over highbrow that can't just sit down and enjoy a movie that's in front of us.
Yeah. Like bench warmers.
Like Benchwarmers.
You guys didn't finish that last night.
No,
did
I
you?
for sure did.
I fell asleep like 30
And
minutes
I
ago.
quoted almost
25.
every line.
She
I
did.
don't know that I heard the ending.
You did because I was awake.
Maybe
Oh,
you
okay.
didn't make it to the end.
Maybe not. I don't know. The last thing I remember was they built. The only thing I remember is that they were building the stadium, and I came out to grab something, and you were like, "Extreme Home Makeover." I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay."
That's because they're trying to like
Build the stadium in under 24 hours.
yeah,
or
and then
something.
he's like, "All right, guys." This guy that looks just like Ty Pennington. "All right, guys, we have 24 hours to make this. You think we can do it?" And they're all like, "Yeah!" And they go out.
do.
And they do it, and it's a time lapse.
Yeah.
Because it's Extreme Home Makeover, but it's not because it's fake.
Right. It's extreme baseball stadium creation
Mm-hmm.
over.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Easton, what do we got going on next week? What's coming to the theaters?
That was way too. I don't know.
He's not ready.
Don't worry, we got you. Let's see.
My phone is recording our faces. So.
AMC application. We could
Sorry,
see
guys.
Air. Air's getting some good reviews.
Air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about Michael Jordan's company.
Ben
Air
Affleck
Jordan.
directs it. Oh, Renfield comes out, and so does The Pope's Exorcist.
Pope's Exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
Who said they loved The Exorcist
Oh.
recently?
You can also get Guardians of the Galaxy tickets now from AMC.
Ayo.
Yeah. Fast X, May 19th.
May 19th.
I really hope dinosaurs
right
are in
after
it. Jason
Ethan's
Momoa.
birthday.
Okay. We're going to end this. I don't know what we're going to do next week. I really hope it's not Renfield because it looks so bad, but we'll see what happens.
We have to do it because that's on
But-
my draft.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
But then,
Joke's
but check
on
this out. I think
you.
Pope's Exorcist is on Tristan's draft. Does that mean
Really?
next week is a
double
twofer?
feature, maybe. We might have to speed through 2. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for listening. We don't know what we'll do next time, but it might be Renfield. It might be Pope Exorcist. It might be other things. Bye, guys.
Hey, moron!
You talking to me? You talking to me?
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Hello?
What an idiot!
Well, what do you expect? I'm the movie moron.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Don't call me stupid.
Oh, right! To call you stupid would be an insult to stupid people! I've known sheep that could outwit you.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
No, none taken.